Here are two indie game recommendations as a part of a weekly series I'm calling Pixels Picks. Released in 2022, Narco is a point-and-click adventure game developed by Geography of Robots. The game was originally intended to be a part of a documentary project showcasing Louisiana after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, but was eventually expanded into a full game. You play as Kay, a young woman returning to her home set in a dystopian futuristic version of Narco, Louisiana, after she gets news of her mother's passing. After going through old pictures and knickknacks in your childhood home, you then set off to find your brother, who's gone missing and whom you haven't spoken to in years. It's during this search that you find yourself unearthing the dark mysteries of your mother's past and of the town of Narco itself. There is a remarkable amount of detail to Narco, the place, that makes every scene, every vignette in this game ooze with history. The developers haven't simply made a setting for their story and characters to exist in. No, Narco, Louisiana is tattooed to the game's story and themes. Speaking of which, the game doesn't shy away from tackling poignant political issues pertaining to industrialization and its effects on the environment and marginalized citizens. This is a masterfully written video game that beautifully wades through an array of humanistic themes of loneliness, loss, and trauma, while ensuring the use of those character moments consistently highlights the broader sociopolitical issues and their impacts on people, doing so through an impeccable visual presentation that perfectly captures the gritty flair of the American South. Keeping in theme with sci-fi set in a vivid and strange world with another female protagonist whose name begins with a K, Mutazione is a 2019 adventure game that has you play as Kai, who visits an island during one summer to see her dying grandfather. The game is best described as one part gardening simulator and one part choice-driven visual novel that has you entangled in small-town gossip. All the characters are strange, mutated monsters, yet have incredibly human, everyday problems that you have to help navigate. There is a wonderful serenity to the game as you flow from listening to your garden sing as you work to keep it growing to helping the cast of quirky and endearing characters find answers to their very human problems. If you haven't tried this game, I highly recommend it. Not a lot of people have heard about it, and it's on Apple Arcade, so if you have an iPhone or an iPad, please go check it out. Alright, that's all for today. I'll see you next Friday.